Jason Palmer, Democrat candidate for president, the man who beat Biden in American Samoa. You ever been to American Samoa?
I have not.
How about Thin Mints? You ever been to Thin Mints? That's another territory.
Very popular.
It's a popular one, yeah. American Samoa is a beautiful, beautiful little island, unoccupied territory of the United States in the South Pacific. It's a little southeast of the actual island country of Samoa. And lovely people there. And the capital is Pago Pago.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anybody ever asks you that on Jeopardy, you can go, what is Pago Pago? Joining us now is Mr. Palmer. Jason Palmer, how are you, sir?
Hey, Steve. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great this morning.
I appreciate you coming on. I just thought this was a really interesting story that got swept under the rug in the dopey news cycles we live in, that you won in American Samoa. Why did you have popularity there? It must have been expensive to campaign.
No, it actually wasn't. I spent less than $5,000. And I think the truth of why I won is that I just really focused on the local people. I took time to get to know them. I did a number of Zoom town halls. We did a beach cleanup, and I hired 3 fantastic local team members. There's a woman named Miracle Sane who led the team, and she just did fantastic at her job.
All right. So you're going to use this momentum now to keep moving forward?
Actually, yes. I am prepared to announce right here on your show, and I'm doing this on other shows this week too, but you happen to be the first, that I'm launching a new movement and organization called Together, ! And its goal is going to be to elect 20 people to Congress this fall who are what I'm calling radical common sense people who are from the middle of the political spectrum, maybe a little bit blue because I'm a Democrat. But we need to get more common sense people back into Congress and take our government back, quite honestly.
How about that for an idea? And for the majority of you guys, and the majority is clear. I mean, we've seen numbers 75% of people go, look, I don't want Biden or Trump.
Exactly.
There
are so many people.
Yeah, there needs to be alternatives. So tell us about you. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Well, I was born in Maryland on an Army base. My dad was in the military during the Vietnam War, and I grew up in upstate New York. And then I went to the University of Virginia, kind of got steeped in the founding fathers and Thomas Jefferson.
Where'd you grow up? Where'd you grow up in upstate?
It's a little town called Averill Park that's near Troy, if you know that.
Sure, yeah. I grew up in Ithaca.
So, well, I know Ithaca very well, too. Yeah, I used to run track and cross country, and I ran all the way across the state multiple times. So then I went to UVA and became an entrepreneur after graduating from UVA, and I've been an entrepreneur and an impact investor ever since. I've probably started 4 companies and invested in about 30 companies, and they're all education and workforce technology companies. That's my passion because my dad was a teacher who became a principal. I'm very committed to education and young people. And honestly, young people get forgotten in these elections, and I want to stand up and be a voice for young people and entrepreneurs.
Yeah, you sound like a young guy. How old are you?
I'm 52, which somebody says, I guess that's still young. I don't know. It's kind of
young.
Middle age, I think.
Well, no, but compared to the age of the Senate and the age of our 2 nominees, you're a baby. So there's that. All right, what do you stand for? What do you talked about, the common sense, but give me a couple of things that people would want as specifics.
Absolutely. So the core of my campaign is based on 3 pillars. Number 1, we need to move our system to conscious capitalism, which we can get into in more detail if you want. I also want to build a new collar talent economy. There's a way to get people to middle class jobs now that I know, because me and my companies have been doing it for the last decade, that doesn't require going to college. It does require getting technical skills and certifications and getting upskilled to these new collar jobs. And we can twist our whole economy around with conscious capitalism and a new collar economy and help make it much less inequitable and get a lot more people to the middle class where they're working and earning a living wage, not just a living wage, but $100K, $200K a year and really thriving. And then the third is we need to totally modernize our government. I'm a technology CEO and technology investor, and the government is, it's old, lethargic. It needs to be upgraded to modern times.
Top 3 issues facing voters right now, Jason: the border, the economy, women's right to choose, and according to the most recent CNN poll. Maybe in a sentence, how you feel on all of those topics.
Yeah, I'm strongly pro-choice, and I'll be supporting referendums around the country with this new organization Together. I believe that the border has been a dereliction of duty, and I am coming out with a 12-page white paper for how we solve our problems in the immigration system. I'm moving it to a talent system and hiring 1,000 more border judges. It's not just about border agents, border judges. And then economy, it's all about moving to a new collar economy as fast as we can.
It's it's something that could really interest people. All right, so judging what you're up against, it may not happen this time. Are you going to stay in politics for the duration, regardless?
That's a tough question I'm wrestling with. I love investing in companies. I love working with entrepreneurs. It would require a fantastic political or government job for me to stay in government. I really feel like I'm kind of more of a private sector builder type person. But if it was a government builder type role, maybe related to the CHIPS Act or climate change, like these are areas I feel passionately about.
And your family, you have kids?
I do. I have a 12-year-old daughter. She's fantastic, and she's looking forward to visiting American Samoa with me.
Oh, that's cool.
By the way, if you were to win, look, anything's possible in the world we live in. Would you change the White House to the White Hut and move it to the beaches in American Samoa?
No, but we probably would have some type of beach week to celebrate that would actually involve going to many of our Pacific territories that get under-recognized. And I would definitely have many weeks for teachers at the White House, too. I think teachers deserve a lot more respect in our country.
The locals love a good party. They have fire parties on the beach every night. You sleep right by the ocean. There's festivals. They really are lovely people. It's not necessarily the easiest place to get to, but if you're a traveler, American Samoa is a very interesting place to visit. And you're an interesting guy. I hope you do find your passion and stay in the game regardless, because we need vision from people who are of the next generation to represent it, and mostly to get people off the couch, get into the primary system, vote in the primaries, and then fix it, because the primary system is broken as well. But, a Facebook post, Jason, is not a vote. You got to vote.
You got to get out there and really do the work. And I am trying to encourage as many young people and people who are center left, center right, who are kind of frustrated with the current system, get into the system, solve the system. In fact, right now, about a third of my time is spent talking to people who are considering running for Congress, and I'm trying to nudge them in that direction, or running for mayor or running for state representative. If regular people, and I don't just mean kind of regular people, I mean regular people with ideas, passion, and actually know how to get stuff done, don't get into government, we'll never take the country back.
And it's a heck of a model for your daughter to show her what's important. So good for you for being a good dad.
Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for the voice of support. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming on, and congratulations to the only man who has beaten Biden and currently is up for King of American Samoa. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, man. Be well. King.
That's cool.
I mean, he sounds like such a level-headed, normal dude.
Boy, this is a beautiful, beautiful island or beautiful area.
Yeah, I got a weekend place there.
It's a 21-hour flight.
Yeah, you swing by on a Friday, you're back on a Wednesday.
Saturday.